Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show. You probably can't see it on camera, but T has 2 coffee mugs on the table. One of those mornings, T?
Yes.
Not only 2 coffees, but double parked coffee.
Yes. Well, 2 hands, 2 coffees, right?
Exactly. It has been busy, hasn't it? But one of the highlights today is the IFSC news. Now, spoiler alert, we are going to reveal who won the competition. So if you don't want to know, use the time codes below to skip through this section. In the women's lead final, it was Akio Noguchi who claimed bronze, climbing in her flowy style and overcoming the tricky dynos before falling near the top. Brooke Rabbitou, in her first senior finals, meant business and found great resting positions throughout. She finally fell on the last big press with only Janja Garnbret to come. Janja, well, she climbed brilliantly, tearing through the route and topping out for gold, with Brooke getting silver.
9 seconds to clip.
Come on, Janja, quick. She's done it. Janja Garnbret will win the 2021 IFSC World Cup. For the men, it was Sascha Lehmann who won bronze, resting on tiny crimps as he went, and EpicTV athlete Stefano Ghisolfi, who qualified last for the finals, but was in such good form he managed to almost top to win silver. Jakob Schubert, climbing in front of his home crowd, came so close to the top, but his awesome effort was enough for gold. The bouldering finals were a dramatic affair, with torrential rain and thunderstorm risk putting a halt to the proceedings. The women's round was stopped early and the scores worked out on the 3 boulders climbed. The men's was delayed and again reduced to 3 boulders. Janja Garnbret was again on incredible form. She put on a flawless display, flashing the boulders for the win. Natalia Grossman, who has been at the top of the podium in the last few comps, pushed Janja hard, effortlessly working out the beater on some of the boulders. A silver medal for Natalia. Stasha Geo was impressive and determined in the finals, power screaming her way through the moves, especially on the tricky slab, and getting the bronze medal. For the paraclimbing, Francisco Xavier won B1 men's, Thierry Delarue won AL2 men's, Celine Piret AU2 women, Bastien Thomas RP1 for the men, Mort Michael Sapir RP2 for the men, Mathieu Besnard, RP3 men, Pavitra Vanderhoven, RP1 women, and Lucie Jardige, RP3 women. What a crazy week of competition and so much to unpack.
Yeah.
First of all, with the paraclimbing, look, go and watch that on the IFSC channel because it was an amazing show. It was my first time doing it. Commentating. I had help from a guy called Sebastian, who's an athlete. He's sort of representative. He was incredibly knowledgeable about everything. Pavitra Vanderhoven, who campused, unbelievable, that route. She was missing her legs. She just basically campused the route. Crazy
I wish
stuff.
we had that strength, but
I truly wish I had that strength. Unbelievable. In the lead finals, Janja, what a win.
I don't have words. It was so cool to watch. It was such an interesting route. I mean, the falls that we saw low down, and then she came out last and did her thing, I suppose.
She did. In men's final, we saw a big shocker with Adam Ondra popping off down low.
Yeah, I didn't get that far because I fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
I'm so sorry. I'm just used to your voice, so it was just very soothing, I guess.
Use me for ASMR. Fall asleep to Mad Groom. That was creepy, wasn't it?
Yes. No, my point was that it was super good to see Stefano come out and just, almost top it.
Yeah.
And then the rest wasn't as entertaining as the women's one.
You're wrong, but go and watch it if you haven't. Talk about women's, Akio Noguchi.
Yeah.
Her bronze medal for her in the lead. Her bouldering competition was her last competition. She's retired now after the Olympics, but this is her last IFSC event. What a legend.
I mean, how many gold medals does she have in the World Cups?
I know. I think Chloe Collier was telling me how she grew up watching her climb and then she's competing against her. It's just she will be so missed. The bouldering finals as well, so dramatic, chaotic. There was rain. We had to delay things and we came back. And the men's boulder finished on a slab, which never happens. There was a lot going on.
A lot.
Super cool comp, but from competition climbing, we are moving on to some trad climbing news from the UK. Hazel Findlay climbed Muy Caliente, a classic run-out E9 in Pembroke. She explains on her Instagram post that the conditions were far from ideal, having to line some wet pockets with tinfoil and almost falling off at the crux, but a power scream kept her on. So, lining pockets with tinfoil. This is a new technique. Apparently, it's like from the Franken era. They do that. And
Yeah, no, so what? She puts it in the bottom. It protects her fingers from the rock, which is wet, but I guess the tinfoil sort of molds to the rock. Type, so
I suppose, but then it's still very smooth tinfoil.
You think so, but then, I guess less smooth than slippery rock.
Yeah, but then when you have to put your foot on it, will you trust it?
Or maybe it was dripping onto the pocket and the tinfoil protected it and she removed, I don't know.
Oh, like when you get to the pocket, you remove the tinfoil and use it.
That sounds ridiculous though, doesn't it? Like another thing.
Well, it's better than like taking out a tissue and patting it dry.
So I don't know. But the run out was mega huge.
Massive. Yeah, there's some screenshots on screen of the run out. But yeah, good one.
Yeah, absolute beast. Right, I'm going to move on to bouldering. Giuliano Cameroni has made the first ascent of Hazel Grace, potentially a new 8C or 8C plus on the San Guatardo Pass. It's a lower start to an established boulder already called Hazel Grace, which is a bit confusing. Giuliano reported this on his Instagram. The boulder was surrounded by snow and he describes feeling no pressure when climbing it. Matt Foltz has sent the 8C Plus boulder Grand Illusion in Little Cottonwoods Canyon, as reported by 8A.nu. 2 weeks ago, he had done his 12th session on the boulder and was running out of the season, but he pushed on and with a late night session eventually led to him sending it. Right, so Hazel Grace, first ascent of the boulder called Hazel Grace.
Yeah.
Explain, T.
I guess there's a more logical start to the boulder, so it keeps the same name.
Right, fair enough. Yeah, so Hazel Grace. I guess it's because it's the actual lower start to it.
Yes,
Hazel Grace.
But then can you always imagine calling boulders like sit start, low start, low sit start?
Grace,
So
Hazel Grace Low.
Yeah, is that necessary?
I don't know. I think it's more necessary than calling it Hazel Grace.
Or like
Return of the
Simone.
Hazel Grace.
Or just give it a totally new name, like Simone did on Big Island.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it looks like a cool boulder there. His Instagram pictures surrounded by snow look mega. And then the Grand Illusion, like a legit 8C plus.
Yeah.
Whew.
It just gets repeated.
It does. It's one of those, isn't it? Test pieces.
Maybe it's a soft 8C plus.
Don't say that.
That's
Don't
why
say
a lot of people are doing
Don't say
it.
that. You can't say that.
Can I say that?
You can't say that.
Why not?
I don't know, because it's your bit of news left next.
Right, my bit of
just
news.
filling
And the
in.
last bit of news we have, it's a 9A first ascent roundup. Jonathan Segrist made the first ascent of Black Hole Sun, a route which he bolted, giving it the grade of 9A. He's pretty proud of this ascent, saying, "Ideally, I want to open routes that are big, badass, and motivate someone down the line to really go for it and try hard. I think I nailed it with this one." As reported on 8A.nu, at the age of 49, Stefan Schiebli, who previously made 7 9A first ascents or harder, has repeated his first 9A finger test in Muttertal. In the Frankenjura, Moritz Belt has done the first ascent of Star Shopping, 9A. The route looks steep and with some real powerful moves in it. Little pointer on Stefan, the Swiss guy that made it a bunch of first ascents 9A. Very few of his routes have been repeated because they're supposed to be very technical and slabby, small holds type thing.
Okay.
So it's this crag. It's right in the middle of Switzerland, but yeah, just this route hasn't seen many repeats.
That's kind of cool.
Or any.
Any? Done? None?
None.
None.
So is it 9A? Maybe it's a 9B.
Who knows?
Do we have a 9B in Switzerland?
I don't know. It's your country. Is there?
Oh, I think that
Terry doesn't know.
No. There was one in 2018 that I
Okay.
think Adamandra repeated and massively downgraded it.
So it's not 9B.
No, or maybe the guy himself repeat. It was an interest. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Terry T will find out.
I'll find out
next
I'll
week
find out.
with stats. But it is 9B counter time. We've got one! 8C
We have
plus. Matt Foltz, Grand
Oh, right.
Illusion for the 8C plus counter.
How many points does he have?
Points.
Points.
Some.
3
I don't know,
points?
the counter.
I know, we've heard him a couple of times. I haven't seen the counters yet this week.
He has some points. All right, let's chat about shop stuff because summertime means summer sales, and we've currently got about a 60% up to on some items sale on in the Epic TV shop. It's pretty mega. Things get added, things get taken away when they get sold out. Be quick with this one because people are always like, oh, it's a sale. They don't buy it in a moment, then it's gone. Then they complain about it. Get a bargain and buy it because it may not last very long.
What are you going to get during this summer sale?
I need a lightweight down sleeping bag is what I need.
Okay.
Basically, every time I come up an alpine climb, I don't want to take my sleeping bag, so I take a very small sleeping down like a lining. Not even down, like a lining, and then I freeze.
Okay.
So
do you have down pants then?
No.
So you just bring a bed sheet.
I bring a very thin silk bed sheet, right? And the other day I messed up even more because I forgot to bring my sleeping mat. So I had very thin down, like not even down, sleeping bag liner, sleeping on a rope with a hard shell laid over the top. That was it. I froze.
Actually, if you need a sleeping bag, you can have mine, and it's also on the Epic TV shop.
I have a sleeping bag. I just want a little one. You know, like the Sea to Summit one, which is like
I don't have that one.
Like little one.
But down.
Yes, that's what I want.
Okay. Thank you for asking what I want.
Does anyone care what?
Quick draws.
Oh gosh. You've got quick draws. You got restocked the other day.
Oh, true. One more.
You've got full stuff. You have more stuff than me.
That is true.
I hate it. Content.
Let's move on to content.
Contenty stuff. What's your contenty stuff?
On the Epic TV YouTube channel, there's a new series coming out called Lines of Legends.
Tu quando sei arrivato sotto la prima volta qua, da scalatore avrei visto questa parete con questa roccia bellissima e avrei detto, cioè, cosa hai pensato?
Prima cosa mi sono chiesto perché non l'avevo vista prima, perché io vedevo le montagne grandi, le grandi pareti, queste falesie qua ci camminavo sopra, in mezzo, vicino, non lo prendevo in considerazione. Chiodare per esempio un sasso così mi sembrava buttare via tempo, una roba piccolissima,
certo.
Non era entrata ancora l'idea della falesia e della scalata sportiva.
Sì, dei monotiri.
Quindi io ho avuto passare per il Verdon, vedere cosa c'era lì e quello che più assomigliava era questo.
Looks really cool, and Marco Zanone is presenting it.
Who's a dude?
You filmed with Marco.
Yeah, he's a good filmmaker. He can speak on camera. He climbs 8As, boulders regularly, 8B boulders, I think.
He climbed like 2 9As.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
1 9A plus?
Yeah, he's really good.
Yes.
And talented.
Yes.
I want to talk about a Red Bull video because we had a cameraman at the Red Bull Creepers event, which is like a DWS race style competition. He made a little cool video about it. Check out this teaser.
DWS, that took me a while. It's like DWR, Deep Water Solo.
Deep Water Solo, exactly. It looked like a real cool comp, terrifying to me, but it looked amazing.
That's not true. You want to do it.
I've done it. It scares me, but in a race, like, and it was like 7C, I think, that route. So.
Oh, so it is doable.
For you, maybe, yeah. I haven't climbed a 7C sport climb in ages. Comment of the week. I literally forgot I was doing that.
Oh, we're already there. Oh, this new show is going by.
We are already there. And we've been sent a comment of the week from Joseph, Brett, and crew. Thank you, Joseph.
Amen of the week.
That was good, boys.
That was beautiful.
That was real good.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sending in comments of the week. Keep sending them,
Where
please.
can people send them to Razor?
You can send them to our email, climb@epictv.com, which, we check regularly once a month.
That's not true. I'm on that at least twice a week.
Really?
Yeah, I have to.
Oh.
It's literally part of my job. I have to scan emails, correspondence.
You can also send your 6 cent videos to that email.
That's true.
And or just slide into our DMs on Instagram with
Wow.
comment of the week.
Wow, T. That's
But like,
wow.
You don't say it like that?
I don't know. I mean,
Yes,
just
you do.
prepare for a wave of DM sliders.
Yeah, but with comments of the week, nothing else.
Right, so what's your comment of the week?
Mine is from White Boys, which I suppose it's Pete though. And he's saying, I'm not a secret yoga-er.
Yogara.
That one. But I am a cookie stealer. Winky face.
And this is chatting about, so we were talking about his crazy move in last week's news show and how does anyone train for that apart from yoga, or like when you're a kid, you're reaching up for the cookies on top of the cookie jar.
Yeah, but you're
thing.
stretching out your arms, not your legs.
Don't matter, it's all a stretch, isn't it? It's just,
In it.
stretchy.
Okay, but I like this comment because there's a comment underneath from Jacob, and he says, "So was it E10?
Oh.
Did he give it a grade? Did he give it a grade?
I don't think
again?
you have an E grade. I don't think it's E10.
Pete,
Pete.
what is it?
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Whoa, you even got Matt to speak French.
Oui, oui, oui.
Whoa.
My comment is from a wooden leg named Smith. He's talking about Daniel Wood's Sleepwalker Boulder, and he was saying how it's hard to believe it can even be climbed. It's scary and massive to comprehend and even attempt it. And Woods is super nice dude. He spent a few minutes chatting as me and my trad crew walked by. I paraphrase
Trad
that.
crew?
I think he was going trad climbing and saw the boulder.
Oh.
But this did make me think, I do this all the time. When you're like going to a new area and you look online, you find a cool looking boulder and you watch the video and you're like, oh, it's reasonable. The holds look fine. It's not too big. It's not very over. And you get there and it's like,
Yeah,
imagine.
Sleepwalker is the same, but you also know it's a 9A.
yeah. I just can
So-
imagine it being huge, bigger than the videos show it to be.
Yeah, but then if you look well at the video, Daniel is so small going up this huge slab.
No, but not that bit, like the bottom bit.
Oh.
Like from where he pulls on, I reckon it's like,
Oh, it's super steep.
yeah, and
Is
high.
it?
I
It's
don't
just
know.
slopey.
Don't know.
looks
It's,
like
hard, it's hard to get perspective on those things,
True.
sometimes, isn't it? But anyway, I
Should
like
we
that
just
comment.
go pass by?
Yeah, we'll pop over, say hello. That's it, I think.
Is that it?
That is it. We're done.
Yes.
Make sure you subscribe, everyone, and we will see you next week.
Oh, and this weekend watch the IFSC because Matt is commentating in Villar.
That's true. See you there.